Hi everyone, it's time for another home decor video. My chairs have arrived, and if you remember in my home apartment tour video from last week, I did briefly mention that I had ordered new chairs and that they were about to come soon. Well, the wait is over, the chairs are here, so before I continue with anything else, let's go and have a little tour of what they look like. I'm sitting on one right now and they're very comfortable. There they are. I bought 6 of them because I have a 6-seater table. The table and the previous chair were about 15 years old, almost 15-year old. And the chairs had seen better days. They were falling apart. One broke. I needed to have them replaced. They had to go. Originally, the table was brown, but I painted it white a couple of years ago because I needed to lighten this corner. So there it is. There, and the chair I was sitting on. The company I bought them from is called Finch Fox. And there wasn't a lot of reviews, at least not video ones. So I really took a bit of a gamble at first. As you can see, they are kind of like a microfiber suede kind of feel that's extremely sturdy, which makes me think that this fabric has been made for commercial use. As an interior decorator, I've worked with that kind of fabric all the time, so I know its quality. And they are mounted on a metallic leg stand, which I'll go about in detail in a little while. Let me sit back so that we can talk some more. So there I am, seated back on the chair and ready to talk about Finch Fox, which I came to know about from Amazon because I was looking for chairs and none of the options with Pepperfry, IKEA, and all the big furniture players were actually appealing to me. I wanted something a bit more mid-century modern and definitely full of colors. I don't want brown chair, beige chair, or whatever. That's what I had before. And if you remember that previous video, they were covered with this colorful cover because I could not stand the sight of them in brown. So Amazon had some good option, lots of those Eames replica chairs from a company called Finch Fox. And I was considering several of their models and buying them straight from Amazon because that's the easy one, right? But the problem is that Amazon never had more than 2 or 3 chairs in stock for each of the model, which was a bit of a problem because I needed 6. So I Googled around. I was like, Finch Fox must be a company. I mean, must be a company that has their own office, their own website or something. So let me check. And lo and behold, yes, they had their own websites with their own e-shopping websites. And they had a lot more models and colors available on their website. So that made my life actually a lot easier. I could choose exactly what I wanted, measure everything nicely, because all the specs that they have on their website are actually also more detailed than what they have on Amazon for a lot of their models. So I could really decide which one would look the best in my space and for my need. I teach art classes out of my home. I have little kids coming every night. So for me, the main concern is the chair has to be sturdy because the old ones, I had problem with my student standing on them or rocking them. And since they were quite old and about to break, I was freaking out all the time. I didn't want to have to worry about that with these chairs. The only worry I will have with this chair is that some paint splatter might actually dirty them. So I will have to put some slip cover on those chairs when we have a painting activity. That's it. The metal legs are very, very sturdy, and you can't rock them. It's impossible to rock on the chair like most kids do. So no chance of them breaking their neck. That was my main concern. So I ordered them on January 1st, which was a holiday anyway. So I was not counting that day as an actual day before delivery. They promised a delivery of 10 to 12 days for the chairs. And by January 7th, after I placed my order on January 1st, they sent me an email saying that they were about to be picked up for delivery by a courier company, which is called Delivery, and is a company that many in India are familiar with. I mean, it's one of the big courier companies around here. So I checked the tracking regularly with these. They were picked up by the courier on January 8th, if I remember correctly. And by January 11, in the evening, it was announced that they had reached Thane, which is the city right next to Mumbai. Actually, it's part of the greater Mumbai. It's not Mumbai, but it's right next to it. So when something reached Thane, you know that the next day is in Mumbai and it's out for delivery. So like, hey, it's going to come one day ahead of schedule, which is good. And I was right. By Sunday morning, I think at around 10 in the morning, I got a text message saying, your parcel is out for delivery. Be there to pick it up, basically. And right after that, I think, by 11, I got the courier guy calling me on my phone saying, are you home? I'm like, yes, I'm home, because he told me you have to be there for me to be able to deliver that. 2 big boxes. Okay. So he said I'll be there in half an hour. So by 11:30, quite punctual, he was there with my 2 huge boxes. And he asked me for an ID proof and a one-time password that was sent to my mobile. It's the first time that I actually get asked for an ID proof for a parcel that is not bank related. So I just gave him my driver license. He was a bit puzzled as to what to do with it, but yeah, it just needed to have my name to make sure that it was me, and then asked me for my one-time password that was sent to my phone to really release the parcel. So I had those 2 giant ass boxes in the middle of my living room, one full of seats and the other one full of metallic legs. There is some assembly required that I expected. I mean, you cannot ship six chairs. The assembly actually was not that difficult. It was 1 frame per chair, 4 screws that were also provided, and they even provided a little L-shaped tool, which is called an Allen key. So you just have to screw these legs on the chair. It's for 6 chairs. It took about 45 minutes. So it's really pretty straightforward. You just tilt the chair seat over. I put it on this table, then plump the metal legs on top and screw, and that's it. Very straightforward, very sturdy again. I mean, these chairs are not going to go anywhere. The whole thing they're nice and heavy. You know, it's chairs that feel safe. The biggest hassle was actually to get rid of my old chair and pile them up in my storage area until somebody is ready to take them off my hand, which hopefully will be sometime this week. That's always a big concern when you upgrade furniture over here, is finding somebody that will take the old one away. And these chairs are not even the kind of one that I can sell anywhere. They're really, really gone. I mean, it was time to upgrade. And on these words, I can recommend Finch Fox. I'm leaving their website down in the caption below, including the model I chose. So everything is down there. I 100% recommend them. So now you have one video online that actually will show you what they look like and tell you about the experience. And I'll see you next week for another video. Bye.